In the age of heroes and gods, when mortals still dared to challenge fate, and the sea itself carried the wrath of the divine, there lived a young man named Perseus, son of Zeus, king of the gods, and Danae, a mortal woman of Argos. Born of prophecy and hidden from death, Perseus was destined for greatness, though he did not yet know it. Before Perseus's birth, his grandfather, King Acrisius, was warned by the oracle that his daughter's son would one day be his doom. Terrified, Acrisius locked Danae away in a bronze chamber, but no wall could stop Zeus. In the form of golden light, the god entered and conceived Perseus. When Acrisius discovered the child, he cast mother and son into the sea inside a wooden chest. A cruel fate, left to the mercy of the waves. But destiny favored Perseus. The chest washed ashore on the island of Seriphos, where a kind fisherman, Dictys, found them and raised Perseus as his own. Years passed and Perseus grew into a strong and noble youth. Yet the island's ruler, King Polydectes, desired Danae and sought to rid himself of her son. At a royal feast, Polydectes demanded a gift from every man, claiming he wished to marry another woman. Perseus, with nothing to offer, boasted in youthful pride, "If I could, I'd bring you the head of Medusa herself." The hall fell silent. Polydectes smiled. "Then bring it to me," he said, sealing Perseus's fate. Knowing he had been tricked, Perseus still set forth, for a hero keeps his word. The gods took pity on him. Hermes, swift messenger of Olympus, appeared, handing him a shining sword, swift as thought. And Athena, goddess of wisdom, gave him a polished shield, bright as a mirror. To find the Gorgon, Perseus sought the Graea, three ancient sisters who shared one eye and one tooth between them. When they refused to help, Perseus snatched their single eye mid-passing and demanded the way to the nymphs of the north. There the nymphs gave him three sacred treasures: a helm of invisibility, a magical pouch, and winged sandals to carry him through the skies. Armed with divine gifts, Perseus flew to the ends of the world, where the Gorgons slept among petrified men. In the gloom of that desolate land, Perseus found Medusa, monstrous yet tragic, her hair a nest of living serpents, her face cursed to turn any who gazed upon her into stone. Using Athena's mirrored shield, Perseus crept backward toward her sleeping form. With one swift strike of Hermes' sword, shhh, the deed was done. Medusa's scream shook the air, her blood-birthing winged Pegasus, the divine horse of light. Perseus seized the Gorgon's head, sealed it in the pouch, and soared away, the other Gorgon's wails echoing behind him. On his journey home, Perseus came upon a land in ruin, Ethiopia, ruled by King Cepheus and Queen Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia, in her pride, had boasted that her daughter, Andromeda, was more beautiful than the sea nymphs, the Nereids. Offended, the gods sent Poseidon's sea monster, a colossal serpent, to ravage the coast. To appease the gods, the king chained Andromeda to a rock by the sea, a sacrifice to the beast. As the waves crashed, Perseus descended from the sky, a warrior with the wind at his back, the Gorgon's head at his side. When Andromeda cried for help, Perseus vowed to save her. As the monster rose from the depths, jaws wide as gates of hell, Perseus struck from the air. He drew forth Medusa's head, and in a flash of divine terror, the beast turned to stone, frozen in its final roar. The sea stilled, the sky cleared, and Andromeda was free. Perseus returned to Seriphos, only to find his mother harassed once more by Polydectes. Without a word, Perseus entered the palace and revealed the Gorgon's head, turning the tyrant and his men to stone. He restored peace, returned the divine gifts, and placed Medusa's head upon Athena's shield, where it would forever guard against evil. And then, with Andromeda by his side, Perseus journeyed home to Argos to fulfill the prophecy written before his birth. For one day, by chance and fate, he would strike down his grandfather, Acrisius, not in hatred, but by the will of destiny. Thus the prophecy was fulfilled. Perseus, slayer of monsters, rescuer of queens, and founder of heroes, rose beyond myth, his name carved in the stars. Andromeda became his queen, her beauty eternal among the constellations. Together they live on, reminders that courage, love, and fate weave every story, even the ones written in the heavens. Do you believe fate can ever truly be escaped? Or does destiny find us all, even among the stars? If you enjoyed this tale, like, subscribe, and join me again for the next legend of gods and heroes. Like and subscribe for more mythology stories.